Hey guys, how's it going? Alright, you know the drill. If you like my video, smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't. Let's get to 200 subscribers, hopefully by the end of this month. Alrighty, so I'm looking at a topic I delved into the other day, and it was about cancel culture and sports cards. And just in my opinion, cancel culture will continue to get worse in the years ahead. Looking at how chaotic our society is, a lot of people from both ideological backgrounds, the left, the right, and you could even say those that fall in between, the independents, the libertarians, whatever you want to call them, a lot more people are going to be canceled. And unfortunately, that's how our society is going. You know, I grew up with some people that had their family leave the Soviet Union, and, you know, they basically fled this stuff that's going on. And even though it's not horrific right now, but in terms of, canceling people out for their opinions, that's what happened. And I'm just looking at this, okay, let's take my ideological perspective out of this. Let's just look at, okay, from a sports card perspective, how does this, affect me in terms of investing? Like I said, I'm less aggressive in terms of sports card investing than I am in stock market. Stock market, I make aggressive flips on a daily basis. And in the sports card arena, I don't flip every month. I don't take cards and I don't send them to PSA to get graded so I could sell the cards right now. No. I hold my cards for a longer time frame. And part of it is I just like looking at the cards. I mean, they're just a glimpse of an escape from reality. That's why I watch sports, to get outside of the craziness in the political sphere. And right now, all sorts of people are getting canceled. Like I said, people from the left, people from the right, people in between. And it's going to create more problems in the future. And right now, no player really has been canceled from the leagues. Maybe except Kaepernick. Deshaun Watson may be one big player that may be canceled because of what he did with all these masseuses. Potential criminal charges may be filed on him. So that means that he could be kicked out of the NFL, just like Ray Rice was. Ray Rice was canceled. And I'm not sure if what Deshaun Watson did was maybe 10 times worse than Ray Rice. The only difference is Deshaun Watson is a perennial Pro Bowl player, and if he continues to play like this, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. But in terms of investing in the sports card market, when I see cancel culture kind of getting crazy right now, the MLB, decided to move the game outside of Georgia to a different state. And in addition to that, there are now calls for boycott. So, people want to cancel the MLB. So there's like two types of cancellation. They want to cancel the state of Georgia, and then on the other hand, they want to cancel the MLB. I'm looking at other arenas, when it comes to, Star Wars, Gina Carano was canceled. If you want to look at the hashtag #MeToo movement, a bunch of men were canceled. And, R. Kelly was canceled. So, it's not affecting, like I said, one party. It's affecting a lot of people. And it makes me wonder, okay, how crazy can our society become? I mean, the clues are already there. This is not the 1990s anymore. It's not the 1980s. We grew up in relatively peaceful times. Now it's, a civil war. And you may be saying like, you're thinking too much about it. No, I don't think I am. And Stephen A. Smith, he was talking about how the NBA players wanted Sterling, the guy from the Clippers. He said pretty horrific things, and he got kicked out of the NBA. And now, what if things come down to the future where someone says something in their DMs on Instagram and that gets leaked out? You know, are they going to get canceled for that? I mean, right now, Kevin Durant said a few things. He just got a slap on the face for about $50,000. It was nothing. But, you know, that's just me thinking out loud. And the supply of the modern card market is extremely high. And the prices are crazily high. So this is another reason for me, even when the market crashes in the next few years, I'm really iffy in investing heavily in one player. You know, I see people throwing like $50,000, $100,000 on some cards. I'm like, dude, that's crazy. Unless you got millions of dollars to do that, okay. But some people may be putting a third of their life savings into one card. Or they may be borrowing on leverage, money they don't have. And, you know, what if they do something to get themselves canceled? You know, I believe in a philosophy in my sports card investing. Don't put too much money in one player. I think the most money that I put in one player was maybe $1,800, but I have, you know, a whole bunch of, you know, people that I've invested in. So there's like a Drew Brees 229 card, his rookie, Chrome Refractor. And, you know, I just like looking at the card. You know, I could sell it and, you know, flip it into something else, but I don't want to get rid of it. And I showed my wife the other day. She's like, oh, that's a great card. So, you know, that's a few things that I'm thinking of. You know, I still am investing in some modern, but I'm not putting, you know, thousands of dollars. You know, I put thousands of dollars into, you know, the Hall of Fame guys. Like, could those guys get canceled? They could, but, you know, at the same time, they're already in the Hall of Fame. So what can you cancel about them? As long as they don't do what O.J. Simpson did, I don't see any major threat in investing in those type of cards. And, you know, after this crash happens, you know, may I put will I put some money in modern? Sure. But a lot of it is going to probably be in safe cards that are scarce, number one, high in demand, and those guys that haven't played in, 10, 15 years, and that are still culturally relevant. That's what I'm going to be looking at. Because, in my opinion, as our society becomes more chaotic, you know, just me looking at history, just looking at pattern recognition, I have to be careful as an investor. You know, I'm going to be obviously collecting some cards for fun, but, you know, if I'm putting thousands of dollars, I'm going to be making sure this guy is not playing right now because, you know, one mistake that he made, he's gone. You know, Roseanne, you know, she got canceled for making a mistake on Twitter. And there was, you know, like I said, Gina Carano. She worked for Disney, so Disney's probably advertisers told Disney, you got to get rid of her. You know, Disney is not going to say out in the open, oh yeah, our advertiser told us to fire. No, it's not a good look. And, you know, I read about the MLB last night. There's this one guy on ESPN on Twitter, I forget what it is, but he was basically saying that it's the corporations that basically told MLB, if you don't make this decision, we're going to punish you financially. So it was financial. It was through the advertisements. And, you know, and that's when, you know, the back and forth cancel culture thing goes. And it's not a good sign. Regardless of whatever side you're on, it's not good for society. And in my opinion, just for my risk tolerance perspective, I don't want to be aggressively investing too much in modern. I still am buying modern. Like I said, I bought some Jordan Love cards. You know, some National Treasure cards the other day. I bought some Zach Wilson cards off of Leaf. And he hasn't played a snap. You know, 150, 160 bucks. I bought 40 of his Pro Set cards, which Leaf Trading Cards owns. But, you know, I'm still going to make some small bets in Modern, but not going to spend thousands of dollars on a player. There's no way right now. Unless, you know, I become really rich and then I could, you know, I don't care about it. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. And if you don't like it, hit the dislike button and tell me why. Alright, guys. Talk to you later.